eye Ghanatube so we say for modofo snowy masan so atenasibio insem ahodo a ekobe nyina no nsa ebeka ewo channel we so enti ntempa no so mennom enkwan no enja fofo nti ye be hakotie insem ahodo bi a ekoso ewo omaganimu na yaba.
That there's an update on the SML saga. Now, the OSP arrests former GRA officials over SML contracts. Now, the Office of the Special Prosecutor has arrested Reverend Dr. Amishadai Owusu Amwa, former Commissioner General of the GRA, also Isaac Krenzel, ex-Commissioner of Customs, and now General Manager at SML. You also recall Christian Tete Soti. He was in that documentary by the Fourth Estate, former technical advisor and now MD stroke CEO of SML. You recall in that video, he was asked about some things that were on the website. He says, I don't know about any websites matter. Well, the arrests are linked to ongoing investigations into suspected corruption and corruption-related offenses in respect of contracts between the GRA and SML for revenue assurance services. The probe also seeks to verify SML's claims that its services have been saving the nation significant revenue. So Owusu, Amwa, Krenzel and Soti were detained last night after failing to meet bail conditions. So there's some updates there on the SML matter. It appears things are really heating up on that front, and in due course we should be hearing a lot more on SML.
It has to, because if $2 million corporates are in court, then billions. Remember, the Bank of Ghana's minimum capital requirement is 400 million cedis. SML, we are told, between 2018 to 2024, were given 1 billion. You could have established about 2 banks plus 200 million sitting somewhere. So it's a serious matter that we must not play with. And I believe this is where lawyers who have been defending the actions and inactions of Ken Ofori-Atta out of this country must take a clue from. This matter, SML, is one of the reasons why Ken Ofori-Atta is being sought for by the OSP. You remember?
That's right.
Now, these people could have also said that they are sick. They want to do what we call video conferencing. Why have they been arrested? Are they also not Ghanaians? You see, sometimes when we are doing certain things, we cannot pick and choose. The state must be allowed to operate at all given times. And I believe in the same way that we have extradition orders in this country that has taken out Ghanaians, those they call Game Boys. I believe before that extradition order was allowed by the Minister of Interior, he should have called for a barter trade. So that while they are bringing Ken Ofori-Atta in, we will also be sending our boys out. After all, if we are going to measure the magnitude of our money that we are talking about, what the boys have been accused of having taken from the Americans is in the region of hundreds of millions. What Ken Ofori-Atta has been accused is in billions. So between the two, he should be coming down faster than an exchange. Exchange is not robbery. Fast track.
Solomon,
so that he comes to answer.
All right, I wasn't going to specifically take your thoughts on this one, but Dr. Zato, there's something you want to add to this conversation.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, when we are talking about this SML thing and it's going, one of the people we must thank always is Manasseh Azure Awuni.
That's right.
We must always thank him for what he's doing in that sector. I mean, the guy, he's used probably his own resources. He's put everything on the line to do this. So we must always thank him for that. And we thank people like that who want to make sure that the public resources are wisely used, and that people who have breached the law are brought to book. We must always do that. Secondly, we must also try to tell the story. The last time we here discussed this, and I have a publication here, this from the commission from the Bank of Ghana, the petroleum holding account data. They also show that SML has a pre and a post sector. I always want to put this within the context.
Right, but Dr. Zato, I don't want us to go into
then that's okay. Then we can go ahead. Then we can go ahead. So we should thank Manasseh for what he's doing, and we should thank the special prosecutor and pray that he should go ahead and do a good job.
Manasseh was on the call. I remember there was some rebuttal to this. So let's not go into that. But
I'm cheering for the OSP to do a good job in all this arrest and prosecution.
I think I now understand why Solomon also in the first instance said that Dr. Zato was hovering around the matter substantive.
Why do you say that?
Because in his second submission, as I have listened again, he's only always found very nice and cunning ways to put praise on some people and never in any way to say Ken Ofori-Atta was mentioned in this or that. And that is very telling. But you see...
What does it tell you?
What it tells me is that there's some bit of bias which is hidden and not to be shown. I mean, Manasseh did a great job. We all know he did. Let's praise him for the good job. Let it do because I cannot say that one of my own is guilty anything and all of that. But look, let's face facts. Like Solomon said, what Ken Ofori-Atta is doing, but when the time is due, he will definitely be in this country. Simple as that.
Elikem, thank you for your thoughts on this one. Again, we'll follow what's happening, of course, with SML. And then as the issues progress, we'll talk about that in some more detail. Now, I want to take you to Parliament, specifically yesterday, a presser that was held by the minority. Now, what are they saying? Well, they have condemned the Bank of Ghana over reported dismissal of staff members, describing the move as illegal and an abuse of power. Let's take a listen to the Honourable Member of Savelugu on this issue in Parliament yesterday.
Article 24 of the 1992 Constitution guarantees every Ghanaian the right to work under fair and satisfactory conditions. Article 23 further requires public institutions to act lawfully and fairly. The Labour Act 2003, Act 651, particularly Section 64 and 65, lays out clear grounds for termination: misconduct, incapacity, or redundancy, none of which apply here. The minority in Parliament stands shoulder to shoulder with these workers, and we will not waver. We demand: 1. The Bank of Ghana must restore every single dismissed worker to their rightful position without any further delay. Their appointments were lawful, their terminations were not. The governor of the Bank of Ghana must face Parliament and explain this heartless abuse of power. You are not above the law, and you will answer to the people. We call on the Chief Labour Officer, the National Labour Commission, and the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice, Shraj, to intervene immediately to protect these workers, uphold their rights, and stop this lawlessness. To the Bank of Ghana, you have broken the law, betrayed your mandates, and wounded the trust of our nation. You cannot hide behind secrecy or power. The people of Ghana are watching, and you will be held to account. To the dismissed workers, you are not forgotten. Your pain is our pain. Your fight is our fight. The minority in Parliament stands with you, heart and soul. We will not rest until your jobs are restored.
Yahagotie ensem a ekoso ewo online for comment ehukimi ewo comment section na menjebre enkinkan enfama ofefe meka obiom se aha eye Ghanatube so open sem ahodo eni akese a fa wani twemu ewo channel we so there more reason obetimi nya nsem no anaze obetimi atenia ekoso quickly no is by subscribing and also hitting on the notification bell. Ebusianfo modofo snow ni sisi ade makramo.